What's up, guys? Joe Hatagwa here from JoannesHatagwa.com and MLMLeadAttractor.com. Just want to do a quick book report for you guys, or book review on a book called Good to Great. Why some companies make the leap and others don't. It was a New York Times bestseller book, all right? And it actually sold over 2 million copies. This was actually given to me by my previous employer, believe it or not. They gave this book out to everyone, and I didn't read it right away. But as I started to build my own business, this is a book that I wanted to read, because basically what it does is it's a 12-year study done by a college professor and some of his PhD students. And what they did was they looked at comparison companies that were doing really well, way above what the rest of the market was doing, and then they kind of looked at the companies that were in direct competition with them and kind of find out what the difference between them were, why the companies that were doing so great did so great. And basically what it breaks down is the different factors in each company that made them do so well. And these are some things that you can take and you can apply to your own business. So if you're starting a home-based business, if you're starting a small business, if you're starting any type of business, a franchise, these are some things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to starting your own type of business. And I've applied all of these things that I've learned from this book, of course, into my business. So I'm going to go through each chapter, and I will just read each chapter name, and then you get an idea of what's going on with this book. All right, so the first chapter is Good is the Enemy of Great. And you read the chapter and you'll understand exactly what that means, but just keep in mind that good is just mediocrity, right? You want to be great, exceptional, outstanding, those types of things. You want to be one of those, I guess, three things. You don't want to be just good. All right, I'm not going to go into each one, but chapter 2 is level 5 leadership. Chapter 3, excuse me, is first who, then what. Chapter 4 is confront the brutal facts. You never lose faith. So confront the brutal facts, yet never lose faith. So you may find that there are certain things that you won't do well, but other people will. As long as you know what you don't do well, you can find people that do that well, but never lose faith just because you don't do something well. Okay. Number 5 is the hedgehog concept, which is simplicity within the 3 circles, and that's described very much in detail in chapter 5. Chapter 6 is a culture of discipline. Chapter 7 is technology accelerators. Chapter 8 is the flywheel and the doom loop. Chapter 9 is from good to great to built to last. All right, the epilogue is frequently asked questions. Now, guys, like I said, this is a New York Times bestseller. Many have gone on to run successful businesses just learning the principles of this book. So if I'm going to show it to you again, you want to take a look at this book. All right, you can find it at Amazon.com. You can find it at your local bookstore, but you definitely want to buy this book as soon as you can. Read it and internalize it. Take notes, and I would even make articles out of what you read. But definitely get this book. All right, guys, that's all for now. Hope you enjoy the book.